Metalshop.
Sorry, Charlie!
This is Kiss, and we're going to spend the whole hour with you. And we're going to play some of our best Kiss tracks. And we're going to spin some of our favorite cuts by other people. We're also going to introduce you to our newest member, Mark St. John.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about our new album, Animalize. Like it or not.
And that's on the only show with teeth.
All right here on Metalshop.
Hi, this is Paul Stanley.
Hi, this is Gene Simmons.
This is Eric Carr, yeah.
And this is Mark St. John.
Okay, now as usual on Metalshop, so they tell me, we're going to have some questions from Metalshop listeners. But first, here's a track from my new album. Now, this is something I wrote. This is the first song on the record. And basically, this says something I guess we can all relate to. I mean, sooner or later, you just got to put your foot down and say, man, I'm not taking it anymore. This is from Animalize, and this is called I've Had Enough.
Yeah, this is Gene Simmons, and that was I've Had Enough, and you better believe it. That's from our new album, Animalize. Now, every week on Metal Shop, a different musician fields a question from a Metal Shop listener, and Eric is going to take over right here.
Yeah. Hi, this week it's our show, so we'll take the question. Here's a fan from our hometown, New York, with a question.
Okay, I just want to ask Gene if Kiss has a live album in the works coming out soon.
The answer is yes. We didn't start numbering Alive 1 and Alive 2 for nothing. There will be an Alive 3 sooner or later. We're starting our, 11th year, so it must be about our 20th tour, the end of September. We're going to 6 weeks worth of touring in England, France, Germany, the Netherlands. It's going to be 14 countries in Europe, and then we're coming to the United States for about 4 months of live shows. But whether or not there's going to be a live album out of that tour, we don't know. But sooner or later, there will be an Alive 3.
Hi, this is Eric Carr. The Metal Shop Kiss special will return right after these messages. All right.
All right, this is Paul Stanley, and I see somebody here has a question for me, someone with taste. Let's hear it.
Whatever happened to the movie The Elder that was supposed to come out as a result of the soundtrack, The Elder?
Well, that's a good question. One I've thought about often. Basically, I guess Gene came up with this idea, so I got to give him the credit or the blame. We did the record, and I guess we figured that if there was time, we would probably do a film. I didn't really think that we would be involved with the film as much as the album was going to kind of serve as a guideline. And we didn't have the time or the patience. Besides, it's real hard to do a movie from a Holiday Inn, and that's usually where we are anyway.
Yeah, this is Gene Simmons from Kiss, and that was Burn, Bitch, Burn from our new record, Animalized.
All right.
And Eric over here is going to start talking because he doesn't have any clothes on. Eric?
Right, that's right. I have to talk quick because it's getting cold in here. Yeah, okay, we got Mark St. John here, our new lead guitarist. The guy is fantastic, and you're going to be seeing him and hearing him very, very soon when the album comes out anyway, and then on the road. And Mark is sitting right here next to me as I speak, and he's going to say hi to everybody. Hi. That was Mark. He does his talking with the guitar, folks.
Girls, you know what to do. He's one of the guys that doesn't say very much, but get him in bed, and it's music.
All right, that's Get All You Can Take. That's off Animalize. I'm Paul Stanley, and I guess what we're trying to say there, you know, life's short, folks. Eat up. All right, every week on Metal Shop, you hear a fresh new cut from an up-and-coming band. They call it, right, Fresh Metal. This week, they asked us to pick a song by one of our favorite new bands. Gene's going to tell you about this one.
Yeah, one of the newer bands is a band called Keel, which was formed around lead singer Ron Keel. Rumors are that Ron was going to be the new singer in a group called Black Sabbath. You may have heard of them. Anyway, Ron went on to form the band, and they approached me about producing them, and I did. New record's going to be out in a while, but here's a track, still unreleased. Nobody's heard this yet, by Keel. Yeah, this is Gene Simmons, and that was Keel, our choice for fresh metal this week. Freshly cut, still bleeding. Another regular Metal Shop feature is the musicians' countdown of their 5 favorite tracks of all time. And here's our very own, your very own, and every girl's own very own, Eric Carr from Kiss, with his top 5 metal songs. Take it away, Eric.
Yeah, this is Eric Carr from Kiss. I'm going to run down my 5 favorite heavy metal songs of all time. I'm going to start with number 5. It's by a new group of heavy metalers. I think they're real cool. I like their makeup. And this is from the New Boys on the Block. Looks That Kill by Motley Crue. Okay, for my number 4 choice, I'm a real Zepp fan, a real Zepp head. I love Led Zeppelin. I think John Bonham is the best. He's my idol. Number 4 is Jamaica, because it's got that reggae feel, and it's got kind of an old 50s kind of feel with the heaviest drums that you ever heard. And this is number 4. Number 3, we have Led Zeppelin back again. I think this is This is Zepp at their best. I mean, the performances all around, you know, the drums, the guitar work, Plant's vocals, I think are dynamite. Song remains the same. Number 2 is by Van Halen, and I like a lot of the stuff that Van Halen does. I think they're great, but Running with the Devil, to me, just seems to be like the real definitive Van Halen song. Okay, and here we are with number 1 now. Back to Led Zeppelin. This is my favorite Zepp song. It's my favorite Zepp riff. I like the drums. I like everything about it. This is Black Dog.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Child, way you shake that thing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay. Hey, baby, when you walk that way, watch honey drip, can't keep away.
right, that's Eric's all-time family, and you're listening to the Metal Shop Kiss special. Back after this.
Metal Shop.
Yeah, this is Paul Stanley of Kiss. Having a good time? I hope so. Me and Gene, we're going to be telling you how we wrote some of the songs on Animalize. Now, Gene usually writes from personal experience, as do I. You know, the best sort of inspiration comes from perspiration. Gene, why don't you tell us about Murder in High Heels? Why don't you tell us, give us the lowdown of where'd the inspiration come from?
The place was Indianapolis. The year was 1983. She was hot. She was good. She was tired. Simmons wore her out. And we're watching TV, and there's a detective drama on. Some guy comes walking through the door, and there's a voice saying, "She walked in. She was hot. She stood before me. Murder in High Heels." I said, wow, that's a great title. And that's how that song came about. First with the title, and then the rest of the song happened very naturally. Yeah, that was Murder in High Heels. Yeah, hot, hot, hot. The hot one. There's an interesting story in how Heaven's on Fire was written. Paul came in running one day. He was wearing nothing, of course, his usual style. In fact, he's wearing nothing right beside me. Paul?
Right, Gene. Thanks for giving away family secrets. Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? The time that I squeezed a tube of infrared all over myself? Anyway, what happened with Heaven's on Fire, basically, you know, it's one of those boy meets girl, boy and girl fall down kind of songs. You know, it's just about lust in the hearts of Americans and young people worldwide. Heaven's on Fire.
Yeah, that was Heaven's on Fire. And we're not kidding.
All right, a lot of times people come over to us and they have all kinds of questions for us. Some of them we can answer on radio, some of them we can't. One of them they ask us a lot, and this one's kind of PG, parental guidance suggested, but it's okay. They're always asking us, what's your favorite song? Gene, what's your favorite?
And the answer, little darlings, is I love it loud, because it talks about all the important things. Melt off that fat, turn it up. I love it loud. Yeah, this is Gene Simmons, and that's my favorite Kiss ballad. I love it loud. And now Paul Stanley's going to tell you his favorite Kiss song of all time.
All right, thanks, Gene. Probably around 77, I think it was, we were on tour, and we were on one of those little planes that about 5 people can fit into. And maybe to get my mind off the flight, because there's nothing like being suspended 5,000 feet above the ground in a little bug with wings. Anyway, we're flying, and I get this idea for a song. Really, by the time we landed, it was written. I had all the chords written in my head, and then it was just a matter of getting to a guitar and making sure they were right. I had most of the lyrics done, too. And, well, we named... All right, this is Paul Stanley, and that was my favorite Kiss. You know, one of the questions we get asked a lot lately is, Paul, what do all these new bands that are copying Kiss think they're going to get out of doing it? Well, the answer, folks, is our old clothes. You got it. All right, don't go away. We're going to be back in a few minutes with a Metalshop Kiss special. Stay there.
This is Gene Simmons, and for the very first time in the known universe, I'm going to answer the question most asked by the fans of Kiss. The question, especially from girls. Gene, how long is your tongue? Gene? And the answer, girls, fairy tales may come true. Yeah, they can happen to you.
All right, this is Paul Stanley of KISS. You know, it's been great being here this week. On Metal Shop, Motley Crue's Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee are the feature interviewers. They'll tell you where they get their clothes, who does their hair, and what their favorite band is.
There'll also be fresh metal from Metallica, and they're from America. That's right, and Fernando Von Arb from Crocus will pay tribute to one of his favorite guitar heroes, Jeff Von Beck.
Yeah, we're also going to have Y&T's Joey Alves counting down his 5 favorite metal tracks of all time.
You know, I thought you were so naive, but you were running the game on me.
And Rat, Warren DeMartini will answer questions from a Metal Shop listener.
Out on the streets, that's where we meet.
You'll also be getting details on how you can win a trip to London. Yeah, for 2 to see your favorite and mine, Motorhead.
If you folks out there want to order a Metal Shop t-shirt, send $7.95 plus $1 for postage and handling to Metal Shop, 666 5th Avenue, New York, New York, 10103. That's Metal Shop, 666 5th Avenue, New York, New York, 10103. This is Paul Stanley.
And this is Eric Carr.
This is Mark St. John.
And this is Gene Simmons. You have been listening to and you have been enjoying this edition of Metal Shop.